Okay, in this example, we're going to give you a general overview of a workflow using a local sporting league as our sample. So, what we've done is we've created events before each sports team. As you can see, we have sports team C, sports team B, and sports team A. The local sporting league was kind enough to provide us with a CSV file that has each person's name, email, and phone number. So we were able to import our participants here from that CSV file. So, how we've set this up, we've customized everything we need to customize. You can review how to customize your events in our other videos. We've got our queue set up here. For downloads, we've turned off downloads because we're going to be selling each image. Nobody's paying us to be here. Nobody's paying us in this example to take the photos. What they're going to do is they're going to buy each photo as a retouched download. So we've enabled retouched image services. We've set this to none. We're not including anything for free, and we've set a price here to $50. You set it to whatever you want. Okay, we're going to save those settings. And one final thing, under our event settings here, we're going to automatically send a text message to each person letting them know their gallery is ready. Okay, and we've added a AI resistant watermark to the images. Since nothing is included for free, we want to make sure we protect those images. So if you are there day of, you're ready to go, we've connected our computer to our mobile hotspot so we have internet, we're going to be using Capture One. So to set that up in Capture One here, we're going to go to our tether panel, and we're going to go to the next capture naming and add this clipboard contents token. So you can do that by simply typing in clipboard contents. We're putting that at the very start of our file formatting here. And that's going to allow Capture One to automatically name these files using whatever's copied to our clipboard. Okay? Now, important thing before we start shooting, we'll go here to the Galleries tab and we're going to launch Uplink. And this is what's going to make everything instant. It's going to make your life easy because it's going to put everybody's images in their own gallery, upload them automatically, and distribute them for you. Okay, so we're going to select our output folder in Capture One as the selected folder here. It really can be any folder, okay? It's just whatever folder you are exporting images into as you work. Okay, so our output folder is selected. We're going to have this scan this folder every 20 seconds for new images. I'm going to click Start, and it will watch this folder. We can leave this tab open and running the entire time. Going back to our queue here, let's say sports team C is ready to go. They're lined up. We've got Sherry starting us off. So I'm going to click copy ID for Sherry. What that has done is it has copied her file name to our clipboard. It's created her gallery in the background, and it's also sent her a text message letting her know her gallery is ready, providing her with that link. She probably isn't going to be paying attention to her phone because she's in front of our camera, which means as soon as she walks away from our camera and looks at her phone, she has that link. It's all very instant. I'm going to use my keyboard shortcut Command Tab. Go over to Capture One here, turn on the camera, and as we can see here in the sample, we can see her name is already showing up in our file name. So let's take a picture of Sherry. We've taken a picture here, and we can see her file name is correct. We've got that special prefix at the start of her file name, and then whatever naming you use internally after that, okay? Now, I've applied whatever color preset we want to use. The image looks great. Let's go ahead and export Sherry's image. So typically, I'll use my export hotkeys, which is Shift Command E. But to show you what settings we're using here, I'm going to show you the export tab, okay? In this export tab, we've selected the JPEG 1280 pixels preset. And what that's going to do is reduce that file size down to 90 on quality and 1280 pixels on the long edge. So this file is going to come out to about 288 kilobytes, which keeps this whole workflow very snappy, especially if you are working on a hotspot. Okay, so let's close this. Let's use the hotkey. We're going to go Command Shift E. Boom. Sherry's image was just exported to our output folder. Let's come here and see automatically Uplink has grabbed that, put it in her gallery, and it's good to go. Okay, so let's do it again. We're coming back here. Rita's up next, copying her prefix. We're going to go back to Capture One using Command Tab, and we're going to take her picture. Okay, so Rita's picture was taken. Looks great. Let's export that. Boom. Next. Who's next on the list? Daniel. And we'll just keep doing that as we work through the team. Okay. Now, after the fact, we're going to look at how retouching works. Okay, so to make it easy on us, I'm going to set this to one included one just because I don't want to take you through the whole checkout process on buying an image. So we'll come here to the galleries. Let's go to Sherry's gallery. Pretend like she bought this image. Okay, we'll come back down here to retouching. And as we can see, Sherry's purchase shows up here, okay? I'm going to use the copy all files when I get home. I'm going to copy all of the retouched purchases using copy all files. You can do it one at a time, but that is very tedious. So copy all files. We'll come back here to Capture One. We're going to search. We'll paste the file names here. And as we can see, it'll show us just the files that have been purchased. So let's mark that 5-star so we know what files were purchased, okay? You're going to run that through your own retouch works well, whatever that is, and then you're going to come back to Uplink, and we're going to select the folder that we're using for retouching. Okay, we've selected our retouches folder. This is very important. When you retouch, you save that retouch. You're going to want to make sure you keep the file name exactly the same, and at the very end of the file name, you're adding -retouched. And that's going to let the system know that this is a retouched image. So we're going to start Uplink. It's going to upload all our retouches. You can see it uploaded Sherry's retouched here. And then we're going to come back and we can see in our retouch purchases that hers is completed. Now, you've completed all the retouching. It's time to deliver these images. We'll come here to our emails. We want to send everybody that purchased a retouch an email. We'll come here to posted that reminders, customize that subject, customize the email message, click save, and then we come here and use a filter to send. We're only going to send to people who have newly retouched images uploaded. Okay, so we'll search, and as we can see here, we have one participant. That would be Sherry. Okay, that's sent. All those retouches were delivered for you automatically. Everybody is happy. Okay, so that is a general overview of how you can use this in your own photography. We used sports teams as an example, but you can apply this to school photography. You can apply it to your fall family mini sessions. You could apply it to corporate headshots and high volume headshot events, you name it.